fake news cancel the world's most beloved heroes. When a tragic attack ends the lives of precious innocents, our most celebrated heroes find themselves blamed and canceled by the media that once glorified them. Now in hiding, will they be able to trust each other long enough to prove their innocence? Well, they better fight as hard as they can, because if they don't, an even bigger tragedy is coming. And this time, it will cost millions of lives. Truth, Justice, American Way, the 64-page full-color graphic novel. Get yours today, only on Indiegogo. Hey guys, just had a great dinner with DC. Amazing, just a great night with DC tonight. I love DC. DC, one of my favorite absolute evenings I've ever had with the wife here. DC, awesome. So here's a special message for all of you.
You know what DC is, right? It's Dean Cain. Hi, Comicscape.
Hey guys, how you doing? It is a great Thursday, April 21st. This is your friend Gabe Alteba, always worried that his mic is muted when he comes in from backstage or whatever. But I'm here with my wonderful daughter, the great Minnie Al-Taib. I hogged the shower before the show, so she's not ready. She's got a towel on her head, and I love it. We're judging your amazing fan art that you guys did for us. So let's get ready. Let's bring in the one and only, the amazing stand-up comedian, my daughter, Minnie Al-Taib. How are you, Minnie?
Good. I'm fresh and clean.
All right. We got potato internet going on your end, but hopefully it'll clear up.
Yeah, so, you're pretty blurry too. I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm on the Wi-Fi, but my computer's hardwired in. I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi. So if this freezes and I have to jump back in, everyone knows what happens.
Wait,
I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi.
Was that good?
And I'm hardwired in. It should keep me connected. We'll find out. Turn it. I'm turning off my Wi-Fi, not the house's Wi-Fi.
Oh, I thought you meant the house Wi-Fi. I'm like, well, there goes the show.
Okay, I turned off my Wi-Fi. Am I still in the show?
Your picture froze, but
damn it,
your sound is good.
Okay, I'll leave and come back.
This is a high-tech show.
I'll leave and come back.
Okay. Hi, chat. I hope you guys are doing well. I just got out of the shower. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I haven't seen everybody in about 2 weeks.
Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back, and it looks really good.
I had to leave and come back because I turned off my Wi-Fi. Okay, so I have a much better signal now. So what did you think of me and your mom going out with the one and only Dean Cain last night? That was fantastic. What a great guy.
So cool. Like, you had steak with Superman. That's awesome.
Superman bought me dinner. He did the thing. I don't know how he knew, but the waiter comes back, and when it's time for the check.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally touching my wallet. I'm not kidding. And he's like, charge it to me. And he already had his card out and everything.
He had that Superman speed.
He did. He used his super speed on me. I got to say, hanging out with him for like 3-4 hours last night, I think we met around 6:30 or 7. We shut the place down. It got to that point where we were just talking and laughing forever. Very down-to-earth guy. Very cool dude. And we've been talking for a little while. You know that, he and I. We've been talking. It's a burgeoning friendship. I really like the guy. He's down to earth. But we shut the place down. A lot of crazy fun stories. A lot of neat stuff he had to say. And he had a lot. He was very interested in me and your mom. He asked us a ton of questions too. So it was really fun. Really, really fun. Someone asked, let's say hi to all kinds of folks are coming in. Past Master Dan, who I always call Pasta Master Dan in my head.
Carbonara, man.
Josu, Polamaki, Bucket Mateo. I remember your name from one of the submissions. Tentacle Pentacle. Let's see who else is here. I'm in the chat. Peter Orchard Studios is here. And let's see. Anthony Gonzalez Clark. Oh, the artist of My Sister Suprema with the great Chuck Dixon is here. Minnie Al-Taib is here. Oh, yes, she is. Giga Death, the graphic novel. I just like that name. I like that name a lot. Giga Death. I do love it.
Giga Chad. That's what it reminds me of.
Right. That. I put the Giga Chad filter on myself in Instagram, and it didn't change much. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. But last night was an absolute delight. And we had a lot of fun.
Tari's here.
Huh? Oh, Tari's here. Okay, I didn't see Tari. Shadowhawk Bax is here. Tari Owe is here. Baron Von Taco Cat, one of the great names in Comicsgate, is here. But I thought that was really fun to post that video with Dean Cain, and just make some SJW.
Did it go well? Did people see that on Twitter? They liked it.
Yeah, I posted it to Twitter, and people have been laughing about it all day. When I posted that I had a meeting with DC like 2-3 weeks ago because I was talking to Dean Cain on the phone, Shantanjeti, what a beautiful friend he is. Like, he literally cares about me. We're like good friends. We do our Wednesday night show, Double Impact. Shant told me when he read that, he literally got on his knees and prayed for me in his house.
Oh
that
my
I wouldn't do something stupid.
That's a good Sean, you're a good friend and a good
That's a
person.
good friend.
My
That's a
dad has
good friend.
nothing but good things to say about you. I wish you lived closer
Yeah.
because I know you guys would be bros and get like coffee once a week or
Oh,
something.
he's all the way in Rhode Island or
I was gonna say,
Connecticut
isn't
or
he on the East
somewhere.
Coast or something?
Somewhere way up there. They eating quahog clam chowder and where the Griffins live. Peter Griffin.
Oh,
Out
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to judging here in shortly because you got a boogie right at 3, right?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, so I'll get the art going up. But
I get
first,
to
what's
run.
going on with you and the world of stand-up comedy? What is happening?
So I haven't seen you guys in about 2 weeks. We haven't done Father Daughter Dance, but that's truly because I've been so busy with stand-up. I got like a job at a comedy club, which is really cool. But I have 6 shows this May. So I had a show about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. That went really well. I met a really awesome comedian, El Gordo Marmont. It sounds French, but
He's
no, he was
Mexican and
really cool.
French. El Gordo Marmont.
Momo, Chateau Momo. I don't know, but he was
Yeah.
super really cool dude. I got to be on his show, and then this in May, I have 1 show at the American Comedy Company in downtown in Gaslamp, San Diego, and then I have 5 shows at the Madhouse. I get to host. Actually, this is a really big deal to me. It's like a milestone. Anyone that
Sure.
does stand up, hosting is like amazing, but getting to host on a Friday or Saturday, that's a really big deal. So I'm really really excited. Yeah, so my first show in May that like I got booked for is it's May 4th. I'll be the 4th be with you. I know you guys are like Star Wars nerds.
Oh my gosh, are you
And
you're gonna do some jokes about Star Wars?
I have to. I haven't
You
written
have
anything
to.
yet, but I have to. Maybe I'll just go in the Leia slave out. Maybe I'll be Jabba the Hutt. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens. But I'm really excited. So
you gotta
stand-up's
roast
going
Star
well.
Wars nerds. You gotta roast Star Wars nerds, and then you have to roast how horrible Disney Star Wars is. You know what I mean?
I do.
And I
But you
wish
didn't
there
know
was
a
a
girl had a
compact
lightsaber.
way. I wish there was a compact, funny, but very, brevity is the soul of wit, as Shakespeare says. I wish there was a really
Yeah.
short, funny way for me to tell people that I am literally partially responsible for Disney Star Wars. But it's a long story. But needless to say, I'm at least, 1% of 1% responsible for destroying one of the things I loved most. So I apologize to you all. So
Peter Orchard Studios said ever gonna do a show in Texas. It's funny you mentioned that. I haven't like been booked anywhere outside of San Diego, but I do want to go to Kill Tony in Texas. I don't know if you know what that is. Tony Hinchcliffe is one of the funniest comedians. He's a roast master, but he has a show in Texas called Kill Tony. It's amazing. You get 1 minute to make everyone laugh, and then they like roast you or whatever. But no, my friend just went there. There's an amazing comedy scene there. I definitely would like to check it out this year.
okay, yeah.
So,
And of
yeah.
course, get to go to Bucky's truck stops and eat their
Oh,
beef.
I want beaver. If there's any fans in Texas and you guys have beaver nuggets, I will literally pay you for them. They're so
Oh,
good.
I have a PO box if anyone ever wants to send anything.
Oh yeah, you need to announce that.
I forgot that. People have sent me stuff. Let me see this.
Nobody can see that. You need to post like a text.
Right, that was stupid. And then I didn't even see if this would dox me. It doesn't. But I held it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, does that dox me in any way? And it does. Then it doesn't.
Good. I'm glad.
But yeah, it's PO Box 178370, San Diego, California, 92117. So people have sent me something. Someone sent me an amazing Charles Bronson T-shirt, and someone sent me this awesome book on his time in the I think it was the Georgia National Guard, the Army National Guard. So cool. Yeah, really cool stuff. So let's see. That hat was free. Is someone trashing my Bronco hat, or was there another hat discussed? I don't know.
Maybe my turban.
Oh,
Bucky's. I love Bucky's.
No, I hugged the shower right before the show, so Minnie had to take a super fast
I
shower.
took like a 2-minute shower.
Oh my gosh, cinnamon beaver nuggets.
Oh.
Okay, we'll get to the judging in just a minute, but I do have to honor
This is why
Bucky.
Everyone's fat.
I loved Bucky so much. I went to the South this November with my wife. We drove from San Diego all the way to Disney World. And I loved going to the Bucky's truck stop so much. I literally made up a song. I improvised a song about how much I missed Bucky's. I don't remember it all, but it was like, oh, Bucky's, you had to say goodbye. Oh, Bucky's. Wipe the tears from my eyes. I don't remember. I just was improvising a song about how I
I
would
was
miss
just
Buc-ee's.
I was just really happy because I got a video in our family chat from my mom and dad, and they're wearing their Bucky shirts, I think, and my dad just goes, "Hello, children," and then gives us, like, a 360 view of Bucky.
It's amazing. If you're ever in West Texas, between San Antone and Louisiana, I get to say it that way because I've been to the South.
Mhm.
Go to Buc-ee's. This show is brought to you
Wait,
by Buc-ee's, today's sponsor. Eat here, see if we care. Okay.
uh, really quick, Tari said, "Hey, Minnie, has anyone ever told a bad joke at the comedy club?" Do you mean unfunny or do you mean inappropriate? Because yes to both.
Yes, a
Uh,
million times to both.
yeah, that's part of the open mic. Some people are just bad. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been there. I've told some jokes that have bombed, and I just like
Right.
have to swallow it. I'm like, okay. So it's just part of
Let
it. But
me
bad
okay.
definitely.
We'll get to the Son of Art contest. By the way, I love today's thumbnail with Gedzuki. That's the
Yeah.
son of Godzilla. When I knew about Godzilla when I was like 7, and I loved him, and I would watch him on Saturdays on those horrible Saturday, Sunday matinee shows. And
Mhm.
then I saw a movie with his son, and I couldn't believe Godzilla had a son who didn't breathe fire. If I recollect correctly, he blew like flaming blue, like it was a donut shape. I think I could be getting this wrong. It's been 30 something years since I saw it. So, I've been given official permission to say Louisiana. So there you go. Claude Parrish.
He
I
gets
live
a
in
L pass.
Louisiana.
No, I'm just
If
joking.
you, I got that L pass. I live in
I'm just
Louisiana. If you need
kidding.
permission for a resident, you got it. See, she is a comedian, guys. Anyway, I love today's thumbnail. It was very fun to make, very nostalgic. And you see the designer in me. That color of his hat and the color of his inside collar are also referenced in the logo. And
Yeah,
then
I
the
like that
color
a
of
lot. And I like
Yabzuki's
the
paws,
the drippy. I don't know what to call
right?
that, but the drippy, it's cool.
It's like a horror movie font or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
it's
J-Box
scary.
here. I know he did a drawing too. It was a smoke ring, not like a flaming ring. I could barely. He vaped. Yeah, Bookie vaped and listened to like what was that techno music from like 2009?
Oh,
Dubstep. Wah, wah,
dubstep.
wah,
Mhm.
wah, 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 all that
And then
dubstep.
that
So
Skrillex
and
has
then
that
people are
remix.
doing like vines and Instagram videos where they're blowing smoke rings and stuff.
Yeah,
And
and they, like, put their finger in between and it comes on both sides. And it's like, "Get your ass up 'cause it's about to go
all
beast
right.
mode."
Oh my gosh. You got the title of your video misspelled. Maybe I do.
What
Son
does it
of
say?
Art Contest. What did I do? Is this episode misspelled? Perhaps it is. Let me go see. I don't care, but Son of Art
How many
Contest.
how many
Edit video. Thank you. I'm gonna edit the video. Then we'll start judging. Minnie, we're gonna
how
judge.
many entries do we have?
I think we have 20 total, so we need to boogie. They're really, really great this time. I'm really proud of the people for doing this. I just want to, ahead of time, thank all of you. It's your free time, man. You gave me
Yeah.
your free time to have this kind of fun with us, and it's really, 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 it's humbling, and it's really, really nice to see. So, without further ado, I fixed contest. The name of this episode is fixed from Conest to Contest, and here we go. So the rules were, first of all, on Son of Art Contest, make fan art, tag me on Instagram. Some people tag me on Facebook and Twitter, but I found you, and I hope I found everyone. And then you tune in today at 4 p.m. Pretend that says 2 p.m. Pacific because Minnie has to be somewhere. First place, you are getting 200 cash that I will send to you pretty much now. You'll give me your Venmo or PayPal. Second place is getting 100. Third place is getting what the first and second are all also getting is one copy of each of the 3 covers of the book. So I'm going to need you to DM me. Do it on Instagram. That's the easiest place to get a DM. If you can't, find me somewhere if you're one of the 3 winners. You got to find me, though, or I can't help you out. I can't pay you. So,
I'll tell you guys where he does his walk every day. You can confront him for your money. Give me my money!
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just brushing my hair.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried. Well, I'll put this first one up here. It's like a manga digest, and I couldn't figure out whose entry it was. So I put the call on. I put the bat signal up on Twitter and Instagram, and then a fan told me it was Neon Todd Studio. He has another entry in here that's great too. So we're gonna go through these. It's already 2:20. Yeah, 2:21.
Rapid fire. So, rapid fire judging.
Rapid fire judging. Yes. No. Yes. No.
You're cool cool. You're cool. You're cool. You suck. You're cool.
Okay. Jbot says, I hope I did too. Let me look at the folder. Do I have one called Jbot? Jbot. I don't see one that's Power Up Jbot. Yes, I do. Did you ever color it? Because all I could find Jbot was one that was 90% done, but some of the inks weren't done. If you message me right now, like on Instagram or Twitter, I'll go see if you did a finished one. So yeah.
You guys like
Okay, so I like this first one a lot. I love the typeface that he chose, the font, and I love the layout and the playful, like teenager designs. He wrote me an instant message on this. And it said it was a manga style, and you see the big one in the corner, and you know how manga digests, there'll be 20 volumes of the manga. So I think this is a really fun alternate universe, Truth, Justice, American Way. I could just see like Justice, if it's ends up being a cartoon, he's standing there talking over his shoulder to the camera.
Yeah.
They're all badass in like a manga, and it's like in an anime, and it's like raining, or there's sakura like petals falling, the cherry blossom. He's like.
He gets knocked over by a bad guy and he goes, ugh! It's like that.
Okay, so Minnie, make sure you're writing down like your top ones, and then you got to narrow it down at the end. I am not judging because I want all your business, guys. I don't want to hurt any feelings. And
all
I'm
the
like,
pressure's on me.
And all the pressure's on you, but to be fair, I'm a high-level professional, worked on Superman, Star Wars, everything. So I feel like, it's better to have a more of a lay person when it comes to comic art, someone like you, and not me, because I see things differently than a lot of people. So than the average.
I don't know.
The average Joe. So I like this one. What I like about it is the manga the fantasy that it's a manga. That's fun. What do you like about it?
I agree with you. I really like the style, and I like just even the one. I feel like I'm looking at the cover of a book. It's amazing. I really like that. I like that they're both moving, and I agree with you. It's not. I believe last time in the contest we only got like one or two that were this style. So I'm always a fan of this because I feel like it's not as common. So just good on you for doing something outside the box. I really enjoy that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Power Up Jbot just sent his work to me. Oh, good that I didn't go with the other one I saw, because the other one I saw was not finished, and this is colored, and it was black and white.
It's colored this one? Good job, Jbot. Proud of you.
He got in like Indiana Jones getting under that door where he grabbed
know.
Yeah, we'll throw a Power Up Jbot into the Jbot. I'll write that on the file. Good job. And if anyone else, if I miss you, you could send it to me before we're done. Okay, so we're moving forward. I won't have Jbot. Well, I guess Jbot's up. I guess Power Up. That just jumped in there. Sorry. When I dropped it in at second. But yeah, it was looking good to me.
Can you zoom in a little bit on that?
Yeah, I'm going to, but this is what I found on his Instagram. I thought, oh my gosh. He's got a rocket launcher. It looks like he's coming out of a helicopter. Justice says, and he's fighting like evil mummy man. I don't know who this guy is. I thought this is cool, but it's not done. Yeah. I thought it's cool, but it's not done. I thought of not including it. So thankfully, Jbot just got to me and sent me this.
That is so cool, Jbot. This something I really admire about the contest that you guys do is you guys make up your own stories and characters, and I love that because it makes me feel like one's a part of the story, like we're all included. So I already like this so much just because you made your own villain. It's awesome. I love you guys embracing all the characters. They're saving somebody. Like this is just, it's cool. It's cool to just see different branches of the universe. Like who knows, that could be a character a year from now.
And there's some great things going on here. First of all, the scale is great. Justice is small, American Way is big, and he's in the front. And then he's capturing the narrative of what their personalities are with what each task they're doing. This is great storytelling. American Way is doing something very strong and powerful. He's fighting a fist that's bigger than him. Truth, she's comforting this darling little girl. And then Justice is a complete psycho, and he's going to shoot a rocket launcher from 5 feet away. And damn the consequences.
He's going to burn the dude.
Right. So he's aiming the rocket launcher, and his friends and the girl are right behind the guy he's aiming at. So he better get it right.
They're all there. They're all
I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's hilarious. I really like this. Good job, Jbot.
Good job, Jbot. Okay. Then we have Adam Miller. He did a cover for Thin Blue Line for Mike Barrett.
For Mike?
Yeah, he did one for Mike that was really cool. And I love this one. I love the digital painting stuff. That was something I got into in college, like in 2003 and 4. I did some. I remember I did a girl riding a dragon. It's not a very good drawing. But then, Minnie, you copied it on a sheet of paper. I don't know if you remember that. but you
I don't
copied
know.
my thing. She was flying over a huge like Lord of the Rings kind of landscape, and she was riding a dragon, of course, like in a metal bikini. And then I remember you were like 5 years old, and you showed me a drawing that was very similar. So this, I mean, the rendering on this is fantastic.
It looks
And
amazing.
again,
I'm very impressed.
yeah, I think it's I love the lighting. He has that extreme like overhead arc lighting, very bright, very cinematic. And again, he's capturing, I feel like he's capturing the character of these people. The pose for Justice with the lean back and the shoot, very cool, very Stallone looking, you know.
Yeah, very
like Stallone playing Dread, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I do a pretty decent Stallone. I don't know if this microphone is capturing it, but
no,
I
you do a good Stallone. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So these drawings are looking great. Yeah, Tari, you're totally right. The drawings are looking great. So okay, so we love this one. I love Adam putting
it looks very professional. It looks like a movie poster. That's the first thing I think of.
Oh yeah. You know, when I do more art contests in the future, maybe volume 2 or something else, I'll put out some assets for people. Oh, you see the logo in the corner of this YouTube show right now?
Yeah.
I'll put that logo out there so people can use it. And they can slap it on their art and adjust it and resize it. Yeah, I'll do that in the future. I love learning all this stuff when we interact with the fans. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving
on.
on.
Who was this?
This is Adam Miller.
Okay, good job, Adam. It looks like a movie poster. It looks very cool.
Yeah, very cool, Adam. Great job. Okay, here we are. This is Av Graphica D. I don't know. That's obviously a screen name on Insta, but here we go. Here we go again. I think it's a fun. It's got your triangular composition. I think that's really fun, and I do like the way Truth is back there, and she's smiling. People pick that up. That she, you know, they add that she's fierce and strong. She's a strong, independent queen. But I noticed that people like to capture her femininity. You know what I mean?
I like to capture femininity in this, but I'm a fan of the classic black and white. I feel like you're watching the journey of the art being done, and I'm a fan of documentation, and that's what this is to me. I like a classic black and white art. I'll always be a fan of that. Color does bring things to life, but I like the black and white.
Right. And I think that the anatomy on this is great. I think that especially American Way here, that 3-dimensional, slightly overhead and then twisted to the camera pose, fantastic. You see a lot of people cutting feet off and doing more like iconic.
Cutting off at the shins, Dad, like at the airport.
Yeah, cutting people off at the shins, not good. But yeah, I like this a lot. And so you have, again, American Way in the power pose. You have Justice in an action pose, and then we get like a graceful pose to capture her athleticism for Truth. So I love it. I love the strong inks, and the inks are nice and clean. So, and nowadays I always wonder, is it digital ink or is it real ink? I can usually tell when it's digital ink because the end of the stroke is different. The end of the swipe is different on digital inks a lot of times. But overall, fantastic work. Great draftsmanship here.
How'd you say their username again?
That was AV, then Graphica, then D, the letter D.
Good job, AV Graphica D.
Yeah, great job. Okay, this is a really fun one. Anthony Gonzalez Clark.
This is cool.
And he does a strip with the great Chuck Dixon over on Arkhaven Comics called My Sister Suprema, and that's who the little character is next to American Way. And it's a really funny comedy strip. Chuck Dixon is such an amazing writer, you know. For years, he's written everything. I've worked with Chuck on a few projects. And My Sister Suprema is a little boy tries to make like a scientific device. He steals his sister's cell phone and tries to make like some high-tech thing, and she like gets mad and grabs it back from him, but it turns her into a superhero. So you have the dynamic of like middle school sister and like elementary school brother who are always terrorizing each other, and now he accidentally turned his sister into a hero, and they're trying to hide it from their parents and stuff like that, and it's over the top funny. Has a huge anime and manga influence, so I loved it. So what do we love about this drawing? I love the stylization.
I agree with the comment that you posted. It's very clean. I like that.
Yeah.
I like just how animated they are. I don't know anything about this little character, but I like her a lot already. And I like how like the expression of American Way. He's just like, yeah, it reminds me of the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, this is very, very upbeat, very fun.
Yeah, very, very happy, like very like I feel like this would do really well, like in like as a children's book.
Right. Yeah.
So I love the expressions.
Yeah. So this was I want to say Anthony Gonzalez, but I think it was Gonzalez. And I could, let me go back. It says Anthony Gonzalez Clark. That's who this is here. For those of you playing at home. So all right. Let's see. Oh, this one I like.
Good job, Anthony.
Good job, Anthony. We love it. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to say good job to everyone and acknowledge you guys by name.
Right. Okay, so this is the Jesus Marquez.
Okay.
Yes. So I love this one. And I love, okay, first of all, Power Pose. This is classic comics from the 70s and 80s. I love that about it. Another thing I love is the character in American Way's face. I don't know who he looks like, but he looks like a real person. And I don't mean photorealistic. It's cartoony art for sure.
It's Mexican to
but
me.
but he's like I know that guy from like a movie or a TV show or
No,
something.
There's some familiarity there.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic that he's not a mannequin. He's not just this dead, okay, I drew a face, the eyes are here, the nose is here. It's like that guy has character. And I see what you're saying. He does look a little Mexican.
He looks Mexican.
Right. And we're half Mexicans, so cool at SJWs.
Yeah, cool it. It's American way.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it though. I love that, and I the face. I just keep looking at his eyes and all that, and it's really great cartooning there. A lot of great character.
Person's name?
This is the Jesus Marquez.
Okay.
Right, and love the coloring. He went with older style, like 80s flat colors. This looks like something printed on newsprint that you would get at 7-Eleven as a kid. The color style there, I love.
It reminds me of when I was younger, and we would get those little tiny Betty and Veronicas.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always were like red or yellow, and the color was always popping.
Right.
Definitely reminds me of that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, got a big comment here. Oh yeah, a little bit of Jack Kirby, and those Minnie. Just so you know, the dots in the background, the orange circles.
Yeah.
We literally have a name for them in our business. It's called Kirby Crackle.
Oh yeah.
Because Jack Kirby would always draw it to represent energy and explosions and like powerful, laser beams coming out of your hands. But he would always draw the dots around the hand and then the big laser coming out or something like that. Big comment here. Hunter Barnhart. If I'm blessed enough to win, please know that I have the video up, Gabe. I have to do worship practice for the next hour here in a few minutes. I'm leaving the video going, but if I don't reply, I will as soon as possible. Okay. Yeah.
No, sounds good, Hunter.
I'll tweet it out and I'll Instagram out the winners. We'll do that this time because I don't think I did it last time. I think I just contacted them privately, but I'll make sure to tweet it out and Instagram it like in the next day or so.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're very excited. I love the enthusiasm. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Hunter. That's very sweet.
Moving along. This is Bucket Mateo, and I know I saw him in the comments. Okay. First comment for me, action. I love that. I love
the background.
With the anime stripes flying. Me, big fan of cool backgrounds. And then I love the cartoon style. And again, I love that people are getting way into Justice, and he's always like this, like an action hero. You know what I mean? He's always got these cool poses.
He's ready to beat someone's ass.
I think people really pick up on Dave Williams' energy. Dave Williams is the co-creator, co-writer, and designer of this book. And guys, things are really percolating with this book, guys. Dave has got some really fun stuff cooking. I know you're wondering. You're all wondering. But just Dave's family went through some stuff in the last month, and he seems to be back on his feet. So if you pray out there, pray for the Williamses. It's why you haven't seen a lot of stuff. We've done and said what we could, but Dave's their family has really gone through some stuff. But everyone's fine right now and everything. So just if you pray for Dave Williams and the family. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Bro Hockey is amazing. One of the most solid dudes I've ever met. I'm so happy to have him as a friend, as a brother in Christ and everything, and as a collaborator on this great project. He's a rock solid dude. He's the kind of guy I need. That Bible verse, iron sharpens iron. David holds me to account. He does not let me get away with nonsense, and I don't with him either. At first I was a little worried to be so direct and blunt with someone, but it's a great relationship that way. It's a real brotherhood.
I've definitely heard some of their conversations. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. We've gotten in a few fights, Dave and I, but in the brother way. You know what I mean?
No, it's like you care about the person, but you're just like, nah,
No, you gotta tell the truth. Okay, this one I love. This one is serene and calm. Let's finish this one. I was moving on to the next one because I started talking about Dave. I love this. I think Dave's work is inspiring people to capture the energy. What do you love about this one?
I immediately love the background because I just think that, my laptop, it makes it just action-packed, like they're going towards something. I love everyone's facial expression, and I would say that Justice is my favorite. And so he just looks like he's like, like something just happened. He's just ready to kick some
right.
ass.
Justice has had enough. He's had enough of everyone's crap.
Yeah, he has.
Great one. And as someone that colors a lot of comics, the lighting coming off of Truth and her laser javelin. And then you see it highlighting on American Way. Love that. Love the small stuff like that.
Yeah,
Great job. And great job. And that was Bucket Mateo.
Yeah, good job, Bucket Mateo.
This is sassy right here.
I love it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, okay, a lot of guys and gals have been illustrating for us. Oh, and this is a comment on the last one. That background screams action. Absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of people have been capturing like kindness and femininity from her, which everyone loves with a beautiful woman. But look at this.
You know,
you done goofed if she looks at you like this.
She went through your phone.
She found out you have a second phone.
Oh, I hate that I know someone like that.
Yeah, I just realized I know someone like that.
It's the same person, Dad.
Oh, okay. Here's a good one.
Is Minnie gonna come to Vegas? If they will have me. I started being bold like my father, and I just DM people and ask them if I can do 5 minutes for them.
That's how it's done.
So far, it's worked. So I just ask people, and they say yes. So
Right.
once I find someone that I know in Vegas, yes, I will. Because the worst thing they could say is no, and then I'm back to where I started.
Exactly. It's the same as not asking. So
Yeah.
just ask.
It's like asking a girl out. Just do it.
Right. It's a numbers game, fellas. If any of you guys out there are struggling with the ladies, it is a numbers game. Improve yourself as much as you can. You know, make yourself as charming and as successful and confident as you can. And confidence comes from winning. So you're going to have to do a lot of trying to do a lot of winning. And then it's a numbers game, dudes. You know that. Coach Gabe doesn't have to tell you this. I love this comment from Peter Orchard. She just got truth. Hey, Peter, I told you, we spoke about this and I never had a follow-up from you, or I didn't get back to you or something. I'm sorry if I didn't. But you said you were going to re-enter your piece from last time, or did you have a new piece? Because I looked through your Instagram or Twitter and I didn't see a new piece. So if you meant to re-enter your old one, I guess we could allow that, right, Minnie?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't see why not.
There's no rules. This isn't real.
Well, yeah, I know you would ask me that like 2-3 weeks ago, Peter. Please refresh me on where that ended, because I was just like, I guess that's cool, but I never knew if you were going to do something else. So anyway,
Bold is gold. She's gold because she has gold on her.
I guess. Hey, Minnie, let me tell you a bad joke that I heard. Okay,
write it in the chat. Write it in the chat, and I'll read it.
Okay. Peter said I didn't think it was fair to re-enter. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay.
Good sportsmanship, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
One. I love the color and I love the sassiness. That's the things I think are great about it.
I love the hair. It reminds me of my mom's hair.
Mom's got a lot of hair.
Mom has a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair. You guys saw me brushing it on the air.
Yeah, I'm glad my kids got my wife's hair. I'm not bald. Like the Comic State Kings are bald, except for me and Malin, I think, and Davis. And of course, Yanzi. The women aren't bald. But I don't have the horse hair that my wife and kids have. I wish I did. You guys, if I had thick hair, like Fabio, for those of you that remember the 90s, I would be the most arrogant person about my hair. I would have it all long. I'd be pulling it out of my face. I'd be, hey, don't touch my hair. All right.
You'd be like, Dad, if I had long, thick hair, it would be over for you bitches.
Hide your wives, hide your daughters.
Okay, Tari said, why'd the toothpaste cross the road? Why, Tari?
Oh, and Dale has, okay, let's see.
You know, I love Pitbull. So when I read the word Dale, I have a friend whose middle name is Dale. I always go, Dale. Like, that's the first, I don't think of Dale. But yeah.
You know who Dale Stone is, right? The guy, I interviewed him and then I did that crazy werewolf with him.
Yes.
Yeah. Total sweetheart. He really likes me. We're going to do some more stuff together. He's going to come back on the show. We're going to do more art together. And in fact, let me show you real quick. We'll take a pause from this. I'll go over to Wraith of God and pull out Dale Keown's cover because everyone loves it. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see if this will chug my computer to open this. It shouldn't. This is only a 2017 Mac. And this is not going to be hold on real quick. Can you see it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's scary. I love how big his hands are. And
for me, as a 13-year-old walking home to my grandma's house from a comic store to then sign my name under Dale Keown's, that's insane. Because I was reading his comics when I was 13 and loving it. And after I showed everyone this, Dale said, what if you put blood all over his face? So I did this. Mm-hmm. But we're not going to publish it that way. Aaron said that's probably a little too much for the mass market. And I don't disagree. That's a horror movie right there. But I do love it. Love the
Oh,
splatter and all that stuff. So anyway,
Tari finished his joke. He said, "Why'd the toothpaste cross the road? It wanted a change of pace." Are you a dad by any chance?
why did the toothpaste cross the road? It wanted a change of pace. I do love that.
I like that. Thank you.
Someone telling me to shave it off and join the ball. Hell no. Hell no. I'm taking this hair all the way, baby.
He's taking
taking it
all
all
5 pieces all the way.
Right. I don't have I have a full head of hair. There's hair everywhere there.
I just love how defensive guys get about their hair. We gotta keep going with art.
Good one, Ty. Okay, we're moving. Let's see. Okay, this was DK Thomas. Now, I didn't know if DK was going to put the logo behind American Way's head there because it looks similar. And I looked through DK's social media and I couldn't find a version with this. So, DK, if I goofed on that, let me know if you're here. But I looked for another version because I thought you would put the logo there. So, Tari is not a dad that he knows of. That's the thing women can never relate to. Men everywhere. All men are like, I know someone who met a teenage son when they were in high school. Like he was like in his 40s and this kid was like a junior. And then like a year later, he met a daughter from another mom that was also a high schooler. So he was busy like in 1998 or 99.
That is not good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oy,
So
okay.
There you go. So Homer Comb-Over comes to, hell no, never. It's all hair, baby.
Never.
Like an otter. You know, otters have like the thickest hair on earth or whatever.
They do. They can hide stuff in it.
Yeah. Okay. So DK, I love the composition and I love the wonkiness. The Jim Mahfood, you don't know who he is, but he's a comic artist, but he's like an indie kind of guy. Jim Mahfood, like graffiti style. I love that arm from American Way, the way it's swinging around, and then how Truth's arm is swinging up and meeting the composition of where the logo should go. I love that. And I love the, for lack of a better term, the swoop in Justice's upper shoulder and arm and stuff like that. I love that there's motion in this. That's a hard thing to capture. David Williams has helped me a ton capture motion in my work. What do you love about this?
Again, I'm a fan of the classic black and white, but I love the proportions of their bodies. I don't know if I said that correctly, but like
that's that graffiti thing I'm talking about.
Okay, so we're talking about the same thing. Yeah, I just like the style of it, how their bodies look. Like it seems like it's your own art style. I'm a fan of that. I love like how like big her legs are and how tiny her waist is. Like it just
this always wins me over. The main thing I love about great comic book art is if faces are attractive. That's a great face to me. The lips are pretty, the eyes are pretty. You know what I mean? So I always love when people do attractive faces. So that's DK Thomas. I don't know if there's a further along version with the logo. I looked, I didn't find it, but if there is, let me know. And then this one was done by him too. So he has 2 in there. He's got 2 entries in there. Again, strong, heavy blacks in there. Yeah. This one has an interesting composition. And I feel like this one got cut off by Instagram. I do, because I don't think he would cut her hair off or American Way's hand like that. Obviously, that's not the edge of the paper.
It could just be the way that they formatted the message.
Right. So since we don't have a full image here, we'll judge DK on this one. We'll call it the DK graffiti. You know what I mean? Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Yeah,
Grittier is a good word. Good job, Langers. That's a perfect way to put it.
Like Mobius doing Frazetta. That's hilarious. Mobius was this great French illustrator, and then Frazetta was probably the greatest American fantasy science fiction painter ever.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, this one. He thought he missed the contest. He thought it was like a week or 2 ago, and he posted about it. And then I told him it wasn't, so he went ahead and colored this.
Oh, that is so cool.
Just for sheer effort that he took that logo and blew it up.
Yeah.
I love the explosion. I love the good guys facing away from the explosion. That's kind of like when I left DC Comics. I jumped out of the Warner Brothers building right as it exploded into SJW nonsense. The flames were licking at my boots. I just made it onto the CG life raft. Thank goodness. And I love this one. And this is Dawn. And look at that. A new Trinity arrives.
It's a movie poster. It's cool.
So this is high quality. This is a lot of effort. This is Dawn draws stuff.
Dawn, you did a really good job. Didn't they enter last time?
I believe. Yeah, we have a few repeats in here. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Who won last time? I can't remember.
It was Gunsmut and the real Sean Crummell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunsmut won first place with this painterly truth, and the real Sean Crummell had those really fun, like they look like children's like little stumpy chibi style toys. He did a drawing of the gang like that. So cool guys, don't look at explosions.
I love that song by The Lonely Island. I love the Lonely Island is my guilty and inappropriate pleasure.
That calls for sunglasses the rest of this episode.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm cool to them. I may be dad to you.
That is a really weird concept to me. Even growing up and even now, like my dad's always going to be my dad, but it's so, I mean it in an encouraging way. It's so interesting to see people come up to him like at Comic Con, like, oh, can I have your autograph? Or like I recognize fans that come every year. It's just, I'm like, that's my dad. Right. You like my dad. It's really cool. So
it is cool.
But yeah,
sunglasses lasted under a minute. Sorry. So I couldn't read the chat with the sunglasses on. They're really dark.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you, Tari. That was our aim. This is better than Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Yeah. Would you ever make the art contest winner's piece a variant cover? I'm not opposed to that. Not in the first edition. In this first edition, I want this book to glorify David Williams' art. I only want Dave. That's why we don't have a Dale Keown cover. We're gonna get one before John Malin for sure. On the next edition, probably, or something else I do. But and for Dave, this is a project that he's been passionate about for so long. We want to just make sure Dave is the star on this thing. And, I'm coloring it. Obviously, Gary's inking it. But I want this whole thing to be Dave. So in the future, I wouldn't be opposed to any of that. Obviously, you got to look into the legalities of if I publish your thing and blah, 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 all that boring, stupid lawyer stuff. So how does that
work? You have to pay you. No, I'm just
right. So, but yeah, I'm not opposed to it, man. Definitely. But not on the first edition. Let's see. Awesome, maybe. I don't know what that's in. Awesome, definitely. Pterodactyl Davis got a Keown cover. Do you know about the Dale Keown cover controversy with John Malin, Minnie?
I want to say it. I know it was just drama.
So no, it's not drama. It's a joke. John Malin. I mean, you saw The Werewolf. Everyone loves Dale Keown. One of the best artists in comics for the last 30 years, and a sweetheart of a guy. Very humble and shy for someone that's such a superstar. Mm-hmm. I mean, he wrote me back after he was on my YouTube show. He wrote me back the next day and said, "Hey, Gabe, it was really nice talking and hanging out with you, man. Just wrote me a thank you for coming on."
That's he's like
a sweetheart of a guy. Yeah. But he's done covers for this one and that one and the other one. And Malin wants him to do a cover. And now we've all been joking for a month that he's going to do a cover for this and do a cover for that, but just avoiding doing one for John. And and Dale even wrote his screen name on YouTube. I don't know if he has it right now, but it was like Dale, no cover for Malin, Keown. That was his name. And that's why and then when they were thinking, Shane Davis, another one of our friends, his wife was pregnant and then had a baby recently, and people joked that the baby's name is Pterodactyl. So because we don't know the baby, like he doesn't want to publicly reveal the baby's name and all that.
Oh, I don't blame him.
That's why someone said Pterodactyl Davis got a known Keown cover.
Okay.
So that's the joke there. And as a comedian, jokes are always funnier when you explain them.
I felt like my dad just did a verbal board with a bunch of pins and he's telling a story like a crazy person connecting the dots.
Yeah. He has literally been begging for a cover. Yeah, it's funny. And I think Dale's having a good time not giving him one. And Peter, I definitely want to get a cover for Dale for the next thing I'm working on before Malin. It will make me so happy if I got it before Malin got a cover. That would be hilarious to me. So, Pterodactyl Galactus Davis is her full name. We were thinking of names for her like 6 months ago or whatever. We were talking, and Ethan had the funniest one to me. He said her name should be Mavis because her last name is Davis.
Mavis Davis?
Mavis Davis.
My mom had a coworker named David Davidson. Why did his parents hate him?
I don't know. How come a lot of criminals have 3 names? Like John Wilkes Booth or who was the guy? James Earl Ray.
Isn't it just their full name? They just say the full name.
I guess they say the full name so it doesn't get confused with anyone. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's always trouble when someone uses your whole name, like when your parents yell at you. We never did that. I don't think I've ever done that to you.
You've never ever done that. No, if you did that, I'd be like, you okay?
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Because you got an appointment. Okay. We have Hunter Barnhart Tart was the name.
That's the one that just had to go to church.
Oh, he's okay. Okay. We've got Justice. Justice is the breakout character. What I want to do with Justice, I want to do a mini series. This is my fantasy. And Dave is 50% owner. So I'm not speaking in any official capacity here because I haven't checked with Dave. Okay. But in my personal fantasy, Mike Baron writes a Justice miniseries that Goran Parloff illustrates. That's my fantasy about Justice.
That'd be cool.
Goran Parloff does a ton of Punisher work for Marvel, and he's based. He doesn't like SJWs. So, yeah. That's my fantasy. Mike Baron doing Justice with Goran Parloff as a miniseries. I would love to do that with this. So I would just give Mike the idea for the story. But really, I mean, Mike basically created the Punisher. I know the other guy says he created, but Mike made the Punisher back in the 80s. And that would be amazing. A Mike Baron, Goran Parloff Justice series. That's my fantasy. I'll check with Dave.
Okay.
So what do we love about this one? Again, I love the Dutch angle.
Yeah.
You know,
I love the glass shattering. I like how detailed it is. I just think they did a fantastic job. It looks like something I would see at Comic-Con in someone's portfolio. To me, it's just very visually appealing. Just good job. It looks like he just shattered a window. He's gonna go kick some ass. Like, I am a fan. I'm sorry.
What's messed up though? You know what window he just busted through?
DC.
It was a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay.
He was getting the hell out of there.
Chuck E. Cheese is so ghetto.
Why is Chuck E. Cheese says like no firearms allowed?
It says that at the end. It says no firearms, and I'm just like,
oh my gosh, who is going to Chuck E. Cheese? I remember going with Chuck E. Cheese with you and your brother when you were little, some kid's party or something, and I noticed on the wall they had taps for beer, and I thought that is so incongruous. It's like this is all about children, and then you're there for a while and you listen to all the screaming and all the noise and all the crying. You're like, oh, I know why they have beer. Okay.
I know why there's no. But good job.
Yeah, this is Justice attacking. No, he's escaping Chuck E. Cheese. Another great fact about Chuck E. Cheese, and you can bing this on Google. His name, literally, I guess the company says, is Charles Entertainment Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. And the last tidbit of trivia about Chuck E. Cheese, it was created, I believe, by the same man that founded the Atari Video Game Corporation.
Oh, so there you go. He likes fun.
Yeah, he loves fun.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Good job, Hunter. This looks great.
Right. Good job, Hunter Barnhart.
How many entries do we have? Whoa, I love her face in this
IMW Tunes did this one. I don't like, and I mean this in a good way, truth getting in my face like that and forcing the truth out of me. Because that's one of her powers, that psychic, like, make you tell the truth. People always ask me, what if someone won't tell the truth? I'm like, they'll want to by the time she's done with them. So that's scary. That is scary. I think that's very effective.
She looks like she's gonna beat someone's ass.
Right. And I love the majestic pose of American Way in the background. Fantastic. And of course, Justice is there to back his girl Truth up. He's like, you heard what the lady said.
No, I'm a fan of this one. I love her facial expression. She just what the hell? She looks like she's like had enough. I love just whoever did this, you did a really good job of expressing it.
Right. Okay, so moving on there. Yeah, I do love that. He captured the terrifying aspect of truth. People are capturing all kinds of character moments from these from our characters. I love that. Okay, moving on. This one here. This reminds me of an old Playboy cartoonist, Gahan Wilson, a brilliant cartoonist, with just the caricature on the face and the cigar. I love this.
I love this.
Today. This was Jessup Palamaki. I'm sorry, I'm butchering the name, but I love that. And I also love the justice scales reflected in his visor.
Yeah, no, I love this. It looks like a fun cartoon,
right?
From like the 50s, and he's like, "Is justice a?" Like he's like a smoker boy.
no, he's doing that old timey 30s gangster. That's right.
Justice a? Like
that's right. It's a baby, Shane.
I'm kicking your ass, I say. Like whoever did this, thank you. It made me laugh. It's beautiful. I love that he's smoking. It's so funny.
Very funny.
Good job.
Very funny. Okay, so moving on from that, and that was Jessup Alamaki. Okay, here's a great one.
Someone calling you?
I'll call you back. Okay, this is Nieri Teran Huaman. I'm sorry, I tried. You all see that at the top. Whoa. I love this. I love that we have some photorealism, but then we have some impressionistic kind of, it looks like graphite or pastels or both to me. I love that. So what are you loving about this? He does look super badass.
It looks so cool. I don't know. You said graphite. Yeah, it reminds me of like oil paintings and stuff.
That's that pastel look. Pastels are very oily.
It's just, that is so appealing. I think that's the first art entry we've had that's had this kind of style. It's beautiful. Oh, Dad, you did skip one.
I skipped one because it was Power Up J-Bot step.
Oh, okay.
But good catch, Peter.
Good catch, Peter.
Yeah,
Thank you
but
for
we're
making it
we're not
really
addressing that one because he had a color one way in the beginning.
that is like I'm the biggest fan of that. I think it looks beautiful. I love the smeared look.
Love it.
He looks scary. Also, I'm not trying to tease you. I really mean this. I love the lens. It reminds me of Among Us, and I think that's so cool and so funny.
That's
But
weird. The lens is like a weird, spooky sci-fi look to it.
yeah, no, I like that. I
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
so
No, a
much.
weird in the good way.
Yeah,
I'm so inspired by these people. It's so great that people do this and they're passionate about it.
yeah,
Love that anatomy is fantastic, and I love that it's impressionistic, like soft, abstracted a little bit, detailed, like it's soft. It's not tight, which I love. Tight art can die, it gets too tight. And I love the photorealism in the face, the cheekbones, the mouth. That's
yeah.
fantastic,
He did
but
a
it's
good
still
job.
impressionistic. So
It's like
very good.
Justice, but he's outer space. It's very cool.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah,
hey, space needs justice. Look at Trump made the Space Force,
yeah.
So yeah.
Bezos is going to Mars. We got things going on.
Ooh, any tech in that helmet? None that I'm aware of, but it's comics, so I guess I can make something up. Why not?
There
He
are
has a
no
little,
rules.
he's on that Batman vibe and all that James Bond, like with gadgets. So why the hell not? You
Yeah.
know? So
Oh,
yeah, that one is gritty graphic novel look like Frank Miller. Okay, so this was Mieri Terran Huaman. Moving on. I love this next one. This is Neon Todd again. He did the manga one that we did early on. This has got so much RoboCop vibe to me with
it
RoboCop
does.
dying or whatever.
Yeah.
And look, and it's very poetic too. He's like, ain't giving up,
He's bleeding.
written at the top. This one is outstanding to me. It's deceptively simple, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a real art piece to me. I love the composition. I love the colors. He's got it looking like watercolor. You know what I mean? A little bit there, or thin down gouache, and he's in the rain. And I love it. I just this one stands out to me. I think it's really good, and I love the unrealistic, but it's artistic license of the bright red blood in what is probably a very dark and cloudy environment. I think it's fantastic.
No, I agree. And again, this is the third one that just gives off like huge movie poster vibes. I think it's beautiful.
Right.
And like it makes me very curious. I want to know the story. I know that my dad wrote this book and everything, but I'm like, okay, what's going on with Justice? Like it's just so cool.
Yeah, I wrote this with Dave. And I want to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I want
This is
who
cool.
beat yeah.
This is
So
very cool. So, and then I love just the little, like, it looks like it's scratched in chalk or something. Ain't giving up. I love it.
yeah.
This is fantastic. So great job. Neon Todd Studio. Fantastic work here. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go from grim and gritty to we are having a blast again. We're back in Chuck E. Cheese. This is Sketchworks. I love this one. I think the colors are great. We got your
the
classic
colors are amazing.
triangle at a composition coming down.
Did they enter last time? It looks familiar.
Yeah, they did last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got this. It has one of my favorite things is cool faces. She's got a sexy face. Justice looks mean as hell. That mouth, those corners down in the mouth. And same with American Way. And I love the bulk he put into American Way. As a very muscular man myself, I know, calm down, ladies. I love that. So yeah, he's capturing a lot of their character here. And the punch and the bad guy spinning around at the bottom. This is great work. What do you love about it, huh?
I love the facial expressions. I just also the color is just popping in this one. I there's been a couple black and white ones that I'm like, oh, I'm so in love with this as a colored one. Or I'm like, oh my gosh, like my mind is blown. Like I really like the colors and sort of like the lasers that she's blocking and like the thing. I don't know, the javelin, is that what it is? The javelin she's holding.
Laser javelin until we come up with a better name.
Laser javelin. I just love how much is going on. And again, the facial expressions, like you said, just this is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's so many people, and this person did it great too, are capturing the character, the storytelling of who they are. They're not just doing generic things. Justice is being savage. We know that's who he is. Yeah. Truth is like being nimble and graceful. She's able to block some bullets or lasers, like with her wrist, like her discus thing there. That's like graceful. And then American Way is just beating up like 3 dudes. Look at he threw one dude into orbit. So each of them, the action they're doing is not random. It has to do with their character. It's reinforcing their character. Yeah. I think that's great storytelling, which is a lost art in comics. A lot of people are good at the icing, at the final, the details. They can do them really well. But the thing most artists lack is storytelling and then fundamental structure. So really cool. Those goons, the artists made up to fight. Yeah, those are made up goons. And American Way's pose is great.
Dude man wrote yeet. That's what he did to the guys.
Yeah, I don't see it. I missed it.
It's in
Oh,
the
Jim
chat.
Lee X-Men vibes. Yeah, for sure. Very classic vibes. Oh, I love this comment to me. Side of beef. That's right. If you want to see me, if you guys want to see me, I'll show you. For those of you that came in late, I had dinner with a little friend of mine, Dean Kane, last night. But see, I'm not a fat guy. I don't know. People said some comments to me. I'm not a fat guy. I have massive arms, though. But yeah, I had dinner with DC last night, and that's one Dean Kane. Solid dude. Awesome guy. So, yeah, I'll play that video again for those who came in late to see it, but we'll let Minnie get out of here soon. We got 3 left.
Okay.
One of the OGs. Okay, so Minnie, that was Sketchworks. Okay.
No, the one you just showed.
Well, hold on. I was just letting you know the name in case you're writing it down. Because I know you're writing down your top ones. You're going to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the great Tari Owe. Tari, I love watching Tari grow as an artist. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram. He's been a fan of mine, hanging out on my YouTube streams for like 4 years now or something like that. He's a mod too. So, here's Dude Man's comment about the last one. Yeet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It made me laugh so bad.
It could have been a G.I. Joe cover too, that other one. Here's Tari. He's capturing the essence of American Way here because he's a bulky boy.
He is.
American Way comes to your house, he's getting seconds. You know what I mean? He'll be a gentleman. He's an all-American guy. Everyone loves him. You know, he's got that big winning smile. He's dating the head cheerleader. He's that guy. He's all-American. But if he comes to your house, then you're gonna have to make a lot of food. So we love Tari. I love that he keeps working. I love that he gets better, and I love that he kept the size of American Way.
I always see your art on Instagram, Tari, and I just want to say that you've come such a long way. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Danky Frankie, the DC meeting. I get it now. Yeah, I've made friends with Dean Kane. He followed me on Twitter like a month ago, and we've been chit-chatting on the phone, and he was filming something in San Diego. So he took me and my wife out to dinner. It was a delight. Got to really know the guy, and I told him by the end of it, it's like, you feel like a new old friend. It was really fun talking to him and hanging out.
Dad, Tentacle Pentacle said,
message me now. I looked everywhere. Yeah, send it now because we're down to 2 left. I can put yours in as the last one.
DM him on Instagram right now.
DM me on Instagram, and I will check it after we do the last 2, okay? Sorry if I missed any of you, man. I looked everywhere this morning. I was looking all over Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for entries. And I've been collecting them for weeks and putting them in a folder, but I knew I might miss 1 or 2. So, but don't worry. Power Up J-Bot got in here late, and that's okay. Okay, so we love Tari. You already made your comments on that. Sorry.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing him grow. I like his style of how he draws all his characters. So I've seen a lot of your art on Instagram. I like how thick everyone is. Does that make sense? Just like how bulky they are.
Boy. T-H-I-C-C, thick boy. Yeah.
I like you draw everyone like that, and I am a fan of your art style. So good job. It's very. When I saw this before I even knew that it was your end, I was like, it's his, because I know you own your own art style, which I really like.
He definitely has his own style. 2 comments really quick. Cranberry Langas, does he use chrome polish instead of lotion? Absolutely.
He used WD-40.
TBG Animation. Gabe, one question. Are guys going to do solos for each T-Jaw character? I would love that. And I can think of different writers and artists to handle those miniseries while me and Dave focus on the team book. So that's a future for this book I want. But we want to make our own superhero universe fully. Like, I would love to have 10, 15 books going that all grow out of the Truth, Justice, American Way. So we're going to just keep at it. Dave and I, we plan that this is a big part of the rest of our careers, hopefully. And I'm doing other stuff. Guys, Beef Law, it got finished. The script, after 7 rewrites, I finally finished it. David Williams got on my ass. I'm going to bring up the next art so Minnie can start considering, because we got to get Minnie out of here quick, guys. David Williams got on my ass and said, no more. You need to make Beef Law. People keep asking about it. What are you waiting for? And I admit to him, a little scared. I love it so much. I want it to be perfect. Guys, I've already drawn like 20-something pages of Beef Law, and I've started over. I started over the 3rd time, and I'm on it now. And it's so good. David Williams has helped me with drawing like so much technique that he learned over at Warner Brothers Animation, all the stuff. And I found the conflict of the story that I've been looking for with the Chinese and Russian mafia messing with the martial arts brothers. I found amazing conflict there. Finished the script yesterday. First page is done. I know I already did 20, but I'm throwing them away. First page is redone. And Beef Law, no, I'm not going to restart it. This is it now. Dave got on my ass and told me to quit being scared to do beef law.
Dave, if you're watching this, thank you, because I want beef law. I want to see the book already.
Everyone wants it so bad.
It's the name. How can you ignore it? It just looks fun.
But here's proof. I'm not going to show it too much because I don't want to show pages till I have like 10 of them done. But it's definitely got a manga influence. Headband, everyone. Flying jump kicks. I'm not going to show any more than that. But beef law is coming. Written, penciled, inked by me, and colored by me. So anyway. Okay, so this is, what's the name on this one? This is Odin Dasco. He even made a YouTube video of himself working on this or showing off some of it. People love Justice. What can I say? I love how cartoonishly bulky Justice is in this. And the lighting, look at the shadow. A lot of people don't do cast shadows. They don't do their lighting correctly. And lighting creates so much depth. And then depth can help you create mood. So this one, I think a word that comes to my mind when I see him posing like this is ferocious. This is the calm before the storm. Just like that sassy truth we had. Like you see Justice like this, you done goofed. You don't want to see it like this.
I really like the inking and the line work in this one. I think it looks beautiful. I like how big he is. I haven't seen a lot of, like, we see American Way like huge, but I like him looking gigantic. It looks like he's like 7 feet, like 200 something, maybe 300 pounds. Like he looks just scary. Like, and I like that because they wrote on the weapons. They wrote hard way and easy way. That's a really good detail. Good job.
Right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Love that. Yeah. Great inking, great mood. Love the rendering. And I love that it's scratchy. I don't like overly tight inks unless it's a really cartoony style that needs those. So, sorry, I'm sending someone a message really quick. But yeah, love that. Great job, Odin Dasco. Okay, and let's check this one out. Last one, lots of fun. Love it. Okay, first of all, how great is that logo incorporated into the Shattering Bricks, right?
That's awesome.
And this is the Howl Comics. And then he's got the background back there. And when you go to art school and you have student loans like I do, you learn a word that Da Vinci, the Italian masters, had sfumato. And it's an atmospheric perspective. And if you look at the green and brown city in the background, you'll notice that the black lines on there are lightened up to like a gray, like a warm gray that pushes them away. So first of all, background is fantastic. And again, we're capturing the essence of these heroes. Golly, that's good cartooning. Look at that giant foot in the foreground and then the little foot in the background. That is fantastic cartooning. Love the logo Shattering. Love the colors that we have darker, more saturated colors in the foreground. We have lighter colors pushing the background away. And then we have our heroes. We have Truth. She's graceful. She's flying in gracefully. You know what I mean? Chest out, butt back. And then we have Justice. He's coming in like a fullback, head down, gun down by his knees. I love it. I think he captured the whole thing about this. I think this is great work.
I love it, and I agree with you. I love the breaking. This looks like a really fun comic book that I would see. Like, everybody did their own unique style, like with the movie posters and the black and white. This to me screams comic book cover. That's what I think of. So really good job. I love it. I love the colors. I like his facial expression. It kind of reminds me of my dad. Like I don't know. So,
Everybody out there knows. You make your dad mad enough, he'll yell at you without opening his teeth.
Through his teeth. That's when you're like, shit.
Like, Minnie, get in the car.
No, yeah, seriously. Just like that.
Did that just give you PTSD? Okay, so I'm gonna flash through these really quick so you don't have that recency bias or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Where you just pick the last one. First of all, Gadzuki was we thank Gadzuki for being here. And this, you know what's crazy to think? That little Asian boy next to him, he's got to be like in his 60s by now, right? Or something like that. Because these are old movies.
Yeah, he's old.
If he was 10 in 1960, this guy could be 70. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's go through. I think this was Neon Todd. He has 2 entries. This was the manga one. This was fun. Power Up J-Bot came in late. This Adam Miller, fantastic. There's too many good ones, guys.
Yeah, you guys made this really hard.
I'm at a point right now in my heart. I'm not kidding. I want to give everyone an award.
I want to give everyone a book.
That's stupid. You can't do things like that, and I hate it. That's why I make my daughter pick. That's why I won't. My Sister Suprema by Anthony Gonzalez Clark.
Yeah.
This is a classic 81s by the Jesus Marquez.
Yeah, good job.
This one, Action by Bucket Mateo. Oh, this is Sassy.
Sass Queen.
And I do not want a woman to look at me like this. because that means, oh, what did I do? What did I do? And you start racking your brain as a guy. What did I do? What did I do?
You like
start
going through the Rolodex of the things you did wrong.
all the different stuff you've done.
You're like, ah, shit.
And
What
now
does she
she
know?
knows, and
Yeah, what
women
does she
always
know?
know.
Yeah.
Okay, DK, love the graffiti style. That's what I call it. This was the second one, but I believe we never got the full entry for this. So we'll just count DK here. This one I love. This was Don Draw stuff. That's a movie poster. Who was this again? This was Hunter Barnhart. He took off to go to worship service practice, busting through the Chuck E. Cheese window. We love that. This one is scary as heck in a good way. Let's see. That was IMW Tunes. This one made me laugh so hard.
That one should just get an honorary mention.
His little mouth there is so funny. This is so great. This is Jessup Polomaki. This was J-Bot's other one that we didn't count. This one I like a lot. Mieri Teran Huaman. This one is so good. Ain't Giving Up by another one by Neon Todd. This one is great too. This is Sketchworks. And let's see. Tari is Back from Los Angeles. And this one was Odin Dasco. And this one was the Howl Comics. So, Minnie, what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. We're back up here. Let's see. What are we doing? I'm going to need you to go from 3 to, should you just go backwards from 3 to 1 and announce our winners?
Yes, but 1 second.
Does that make sense? I don't want to screw up the announcer part like Steve Harvey with the Miss Universe thing.
Okay.
You got it figured out?
What just happened? Hang on, no. I clicked on Siri. 1 second. No, stop, Siri, stop. Fuck off. Sorry. I hope you guys didn't hear that.
I'll take an entries off the screen so that doesn't influence you either.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just Son of Art contest is up there. Oh, it's not even on the screen. What the hell am I talking about? Only I can see the screen I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good luck, everyone. Let's see.
I text you. You know the order.
Oh, you want me to announce?
Yeah, you announce.
Okay, Minnie just sent it to me. And the third place.
Really quick. If I didn't choose you, I am not an artist. I am just looking with my eyes. Nobody's bad that entered. You guys all did a really good job. Thank you guys. I appreciate the support.
No, we have a last minute. Sorry, remember we told Tentacle
I have to go.
I'm sorry. We have to honor this. I mean, I can announce them without you, but hold on. I can do that without you. Tentacle Pentacle sent a photo. See word image. Oh, okay. There's one more. Do you have 3 more minutes? Huh?
Come on.
She has an appointment, guys. I'm sorry.
I waited 2 weeks.
Okay. We got one in late. I'm sorry. Okay. I have to accept it. Oh, geez. Come on. Okay. It's cut off on Instagram, but it looks good. It's coming. This is Tentacle Pentacle. This could change the winners. This could change it. Now, you can't blame Tentacle Pentacle for the cutoff of the head there. I don't know why Instagram is doing that. That's what Instagram likes to do. They're a bunch of jerks.
Cuts off a lot of stuff when I have to send like pictures to one of my bosses. It always cuts off the picture.
Okay, this one has fantastic rendering, and this is the last one. And don't blame Tentacle. Don't take into account that her head got off. That's freaking Instagram's fault. Well, it is, and I hate it because I love posting my art on Instagram, but comic book art is not a square.
Yeah,
they don't want you to post a dang square. I love the rendering on this. Look at the veins on American Way. This is 1980 steroids, American Way. He's there with Franco. He's there with Franco Columbo and Arnold Schwarzenegger on Venice Beach, just eating steroids in a cereal bowl. So I love this one. I think the incorporation of the logo, and I'm sure that right above the dang it, those stars on the top, it said truth. So sorry, Tentacle Pentacle, that I don't have a full version of this. I did my best on that. That's what Instagram gave me. I don't know why.
They said it's on Twitter too.
Oh, okay. I know we're trying to get you out of here, honey. I'm really sorry. Okay. I got a notification. I'll just write Tentacle Pentacle. Let's see. Tentacle Pentacle on. I don't see it on Twitter. I don't see it. It's not hair.
This is a shit show.
It's nobody's fault. It's technology's betraying us all. Tentacle, I can't find it. I'm looking, and my daughter has an appointment she made 2 weeks ago that she has to get to. It's a great entry. It's my fault. It's cut off. I'm very, very, very sorry about that. The drapery is fantastic on the work.
Gosh, sorry, there's a spider. There's a spider.
I just can't get over the veins on American Way. You know, he's peeing hot if they do a drug steroid test on this. Do steroids work on a man made of metal? Well, good job, Tentacle Pentacle. I'm sincerely sorry that we don't have the full image. I just looked in Twitter. I can't find it there. Maybe I don't follow you, so then Twitter's blocking your message from me or some nonsense. Thank you, Jack Dorsey. I hope Elon Musk buys Twitter and we can fix all these problems. So anyway, did I announce any of the winners yet? I'm sorry.
No, you haven't.
Okay. Sorry, Tentacle, about that. Here we go. So third place, Minnie, you sent me a DM. You're sending me a text. Is Sketchworks. Oh, Minnie likes where's Sketch. I feel like Sketchworks was the last one. No, it was this one right here. Sketchworks is third place. Fantastic work. We love it. We love the yeet to the sky. You are the winner. One copy of each of the 3 amazing covers for Truth, Justice, American Way. Congratulations, Sketchworks. Thank you for the amazing work. What do we have for second place, Minnie?
For second place, we
You're gonna text me, or are you gonna just? Do you want to say it, or do you want to text me?
Howl's Comic.
Howl. Where's Howl? Who's Howl?
I don't know. I think it was a
it's
typo.
this one right here.
Yeah.
The Howl Comics coming in at second place. We love the composition. We love the depth in this one, and I don't know. I love the heck out of this one. Let's see. What did they win exactly? I don't remember the dollar amount here. They won $100. I'm gonna need your Venmo or your whatever, your Cash App. You know, I'm gonna need however I can get you some cash, and you win one copy each of all 3 covers of Truth, Justice, American Way. Congratulations, the Howl Comics. All right, Minnie, drum roll.
Am I saying the first one, or are you saying the first one?
I'll let you do it since we tortured you and kept you here too long.
Okay. All right. The winner is. You gonna pull it up?
Let me see. Let me see the DMs. What do we got here? Okay. Let's see. The winner is.
I'm gonna say the winner, you guys, and I'm getting the hell out of here. All right. So you can fight about it in the chat.
Okay. Go ahead and say who is our winner today.
Neon Todd.
Neon Todd with Ain't Giving Up. You are the proud owner of $200 more than you have right now, and one copy each of Truth, Justice, American Way. Please get a hold of me. I'm going to tweet out these winners, and I love this one. That one is really, it's so simple yet so sophisticated, this one. So good choice. Good choosing there, daughter of mine. So I know you got to run. You have a hard out. You're not going to be late. You're going to be fine. Okay?
Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.
Drive safe. Love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry that she had to go, guys. Very important appointment. Okay. So good luck making your appointment. Drum roll for winner. Congrats to everyone. Congrats for Baron Von Taco Cat. Nice job, guys. Yeah, I loved it. I love them all. I am just so honored and so humbled that you guys do this with us, that you're willing to put your art out there. And I know it's heartbreaking when you don't win. And I want to say I feel worse than you about it, you guys that didn't win, but I know I don't, because it's very personal. Art is very personal, and you want to make it and you want to show it to people and have them love it. And I loved every single one of these, whether you had a ton of skill or you were like an amateur and I was seeing your work still. I'm just blown away by what you guys did here. I really am. I think it's fantastic. I think we're having so much fun. I'm so grateful for Comicsgate. I think no one's having more fun than us. So Wraith of God and Cyberfrog and the Dale Kiln stuff and just all the fun shows and everything I'm doing here with David Williams and Gary Martin. And I'm finally doing Beef Law for you guys. So thank you. This was just, I can't even, usually you guys know me. I'm just gabbing and talking. I'm usually not at a loss for words, but I am at a loss for words to tell you how grateful I am to you and how much respect I have for all of you for doing this. I think it's fantastic. So let me check the chat. Jesus Marquez. Yeah, man, I loved yours, that old school look. Daniel Russell, do you have a website up for TJ? Oh, yeah, Daniel, you must be new here. In the description, there is a link to go back to the book, Truth, Justice, American Way, but I'll throw it in the chat right now. Hold on. I'll do it right now. Dare me to. Yeah, I'll do it right now. Yeah, you can go check out Truth, Justice, American Way. And let's see. Thank you, Mid-A. Yeah, I just put it in the chat, the link for that. J-Bot, I thought yours was fantastic. It was really fun to see you get it in under the wire. Everyone is a winner. Yeah, I do. Great contest. Thank you. And guys, I want you to know, so let me zoom in on myself, my handsome face here a little bit. I hope you know, I hope you can see in my eyes, I am sincerely, heartbroken is too strong of a word, but I'm like upset for those of you that don't win. You know what I mean today? I really want you all to know that it was fantastic that you did that. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm so touched by that. I think it's, it's a little bit hard being an artist and putting your stuff out there and then it doesn't win or you don't get published, you don't get the job or whatever. And I don't want any of you to be discouraged. You know what I mean? I have a jillion rejection letters from Marvel and DC. I go get them out of my wife's office over there. I could, but I won't do that right now. But absolutely. So this is our winner, Neon Todd Studios. Let me show you guys that came in late a really fun thing I did yesterday. I had a meeting with DC, believe it or not, guys. A meeting with DC, and yeah, I love DC, love Superman, and here's a little bit of what that was about yesterday. Hold on. For those of you that came in late, I want you to see this. I'm telling you right now, I love DC. I'm with DC. I was with DC last night and everything. Yeah, absolutely. So, oops, share screen. So here's the proof that I'm with DC. Now listen up. Hey guys, just had a great dinner with DC. Amazing, just a great night with DC tonight. I love DC. DC, one of my favorite absolute evenings I've ever had with the wife here. DC. Awesome. So here's a special message for all of you.
You know what DC is, right? It's Dean Cain. Hi, Comicscape.
That guy, he was a ton of fun. He showed, I don't know if you guys know, he's like a volunteer policeman. He's also in the sheriff's department. And he showed me a video on his phone of when he was getting tased by the other officers for the training. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He's laying on his stomach on the wrestling mat so he doesn't fall. And the other cop shoots him in the leg with the taser. And his feet go like they go totally straight. But his hands went straight. It was one of the fun. I was crying laughing. He's a good sport, a really, really fun guy. And, we're talking about a lot of stuff, he and I. He's very much a Truth, Justice, American Way sort of fella. So he's a really, really fun guy. So, yeah, let's see. Dean Cain. Yeah. He followed, for those of you coming in late, I've already said it to some of you guys, but he followed me on Twitter like a month ago. And I'm like, what's this? And he'd heard about what I'd done with DC and Superman. And we started talking and DMing me. He gave me his phone number and we're friends now. We're buddies. I'm going to spend the night at his house on Friday. Just kidding. I'm going to bring my Superman PJs and spend the night there. But no, it was really fun to get to know him. And for a person who's been famous for decades, totally normal, down-to-earth kind of guy. And we related on a lot of stuff because he, for those of you that don't know, was a big football guy. He has the NCAA record for like most interceptions in a season. He had 12 at Princeton. I think someone beat it, but when he played, they played 10 games a year. And when the person who beat it with like 14 picks, they played, 13, 14 games. So he still has the average interception thing. And he was on the Buffalo Bills for like 5 minutes. And he was teasing me about that because I'm a Bronco fan and my favorite player, Von Miller, is now on the Bills. We were walking after we left the restaurant. We were walking downtown San Diego. And he said, where's Von Miller now? Pretending he didn't know. And I'm like, Buffalo. And he's like, yeah, that's right. Like he was getting in my face about it. But really, really, really fun guy. Really cool guy. And DK Thomas. Howdy, Gabe. Thanks for the kind words. DK, beautiful work. I love that graffiti in your work, how it flows. Dude, lean into that. So many people try and draw photorealistically and it gets stiff as a board. Lean into that craziness that you're doing where someone's hand is like bigger than their head. I thought that was awesome. Definitely. I bet Rob Van Dam, who would be a T-Jaw fan too. Yeah, that'd be cool. He should dress up like Superman and get drunk on the Jack show. He's so cool, man. Hi, Comics Guy. He's a guy who literally trying to save people, make the world. Dude, some of the stuff he told me, I don't want to go too into it because I don't know how much of it is private life and this, that. But he's one of those guys that I think a man after my own heart where he wants to do all kinds of things. You know what I mean? And I think like I saw a video with Kanye West, and who's a hero of mine, and Steve Jobs, and their mentality is like heroic to me, where you realize all these lies and barriers and like structure and like go to school, get your 9 to 5 and just be a wage slave. It's all an illusion. You don't have to do any of it. And it was Kanye and Steve Jobs both saying, they were cutting the video back and forth. They were both saying, you know, all of these rules and structure is made up by people who don't really know anything more than you. And I think that's true to some degree. I mean, obviously, experience confers wisdom, right? Age confers wisdom. So people that are very experienced, they do know what they're talking about. But a lot of the rules in society and the expectations that are set for you, they're set up to enslave you, that your life is worthless and you're just going to be a cattle. They're going to put the harness on you, the yoke, and you're going to plow the field. They're going to take your milk. They're going to kill you for meat, and that's it. That's how the powers that be, the elite, that's how they see you. And don't be offended by it. Don't get your feelings hurt. That's the way history's always been. And I like guys like Kanye, like myself, I consider myself that way. People who think outside the box and go, here's a rule and you can't break it because reasons. And people like me go, I don't think that's true. And then we tell DC Comics to F off live on Ethan's show. Said, oh, I can do that. And I'm not canceled. And in fact, my life is better for it. So I would encourage all of you out there, whenever you have fear, but you know what you're afraid of is the right thing to do it. Be like me and do it. Now, if your brain is telling you not to do something and it's bad or dangerous or illegal, don't do it. I'm not encouraging that. But I'm saying in life, the person we have to stand up to the most is ourself. It's a self-doubt. It's oh, I've got a steady job at DC. Why should I say anything? They're just crazy SJWs trying to destroy Western civilization. Why should I say anything? I wrestled with that for a good while. And then I realized I can't be this man. I got to look in the mirror every day. I got to talk to my wife and kids, my community, my family. I can't in good conscience keep doing this. So absolutely. Dean Cain seems like a very accomplished guy who's done all, like, besides acting, just all kinds of stuff that's amazing to me. And it's really inspiring to me. Very funny guy. And he's a football bro because he played a lot of football like me, and I coached a lot of football. So I was busting his balls and he was loving it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I love about masculine guys. You can straight up make fun of them and they love it. You know what I mean? So really, really cool guy. Gabe is the Kanye West of CG. I love Kanye. I do. I think his mentality is literally the same as a Nikola Tesla, as a Leonardo da Vinci, as a Benjamin Franklin, although Benjamin Franklin was a dog, like with his wife and like his kids. But like when you think like anything is possible, that's how I think about the world, and it's how I always have, and it's how I want to inspire you guys to think. Anything that's doable by anyone, you can do it. I've told people forever, you can ask if you knew, my wife, my friends, my family, I'm 43 years old. I could be in the I got to blow this up here. I could be in the NBA in the next 5 years if I put my mind to it. And I believe that because I believe anyone could do. I could be there in my late 40s. Of course I could. If I dedicated my life to learning how to shoot and never miss, I could get signed on somewhere for something. I know it. I know it. I know it. And I've told people that for years and they laugh at me. But it's really what I believe about life. I saw an interview with Kanye West and Charlie Rose from like 15 years ago. And do you know what he told Charlie Rose? He said, I could be in the NBA in 5 years if I just practiced it. And Charlie Rose mocked him and laughed at him. But you have to think that way about life, that if one man can do it, any man can do it. There's nothing you can't do that I'm doing, because everything I'm doing is just steps. Every little step I do is easy to eat, right? So why can't you do the one little step I do and the other little step I do and the other one? Why can't you do that? Of course you can. So I love people that look at the world that way, you know? So the power of mental attitude, right? And I think the biggest thing we have, yeah, and you got a dude, man, that little doubting voice is like you've done a lot of no. You're putting it lightly, friend. It's ruined lives, it's broken hearts, it's ended lives, that doubting voice. You got to tell that voice to fuck off every day. And what you need to do is channel that anger into gratitude and realize that the universe, I'm Christian, you don't have to be, personal choice, of course. The universe is a miracle. This hat is a miracle. This water in my thermos is a miracle that we even have it. The probabilities that we have anything, running water, electricity, all of it, safe food, whatever, it's a miracle. And there is so much hurt and evil in the world, but it pales in comparison to the things we need to be grateful for. And it's that attitude of gratitude. You've heard that if you've gone to church. If you turn that around in your head, that everything is a miracle and I should just be on my knees every day for every breath I take, and that anything is possible. If you get a positive attitude, there's no limit to what any of you can be. You could be sitting in a dog shit relationship, a job you hate, being underpaid. Your yearly review comes up and like, we can give you a 1.73% raise. And they're like, they're like laughing at you, not to your face. You don't deserve that if you work for something better, man. And it's never over till they put the dirt on top of your casket. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you've been in prison. I don't care if you're divorced or bankrupt. I don't care. You can still do it. I believe in you. Every last one of you that would choose to believe that you could be and do anything if you work hard enough. You can't just be it because you want it. But if you choose to do that daily steps, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, then you can just be anything that's possible. There are things that are not possible. You cannot flap your arms and fly. You cannot time travel as far as we know. Although we're all time traveling forward in time. That's interesting to think about. But yes, you can do anything. It's the good life, the big things you want, the success, the successful marriage and children. It ain't just for other people. It's for all of you out there if you're willing to work for it, And I am no perfect. Well, that's ironic that I would misspeak there. I am not perfect by any means, man. I stumble and sin and all that, and I beat myself up. I get mad at myself sometimes, but I still just trudge on. I keep, and I think maybe that's why this one spoke to me so much. Look at this piece of art by Neon Tatsuros. The drawing is beautiful. It's so like poetic, and you can see him. He's like bleeding to death, but he's still going to win. But just look what it says there. Look at that and really absorb it. Ain't giving up. That's everything, guys. That is everything you want to be, everything you should be. Because I say you can be anything you want to be, but I'll tell you, you should want to be good. You should want to be righteous. Because if you just do what you want and it's selfish, you're not living right. And you're going to hurt yourself and you're going to hurt people. So absolutely. Let me check on the chat real here. Let's see. Every little step I take. Charlie Rose cannot play in NBA no matter what he tells himself to. I understand at a certain point you'd be old enough where you couldn't play in the NBA. You're 60, you're 70, you'll get hurt, you'll blow your knee out. I get it. But you guys all understand my point. If you wanted to, everyone could get into the NBA in their 20s and their 30s. You know what I mean? Maybe some in their 40s. I'm fully confident I could do it. But see, you got to give to get. So what I would need is like unlimited money and time, not unlimited money, but I'd need all my bills paid, a basketball, a coach, and a hoop. That's what I would need. And then you just give me 5 years of nothing but shooting and shooting and shooting and dribbling. Of course, I'd be good enough. Anybody would. If it was your full-time thing. I'm talking you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you get to work on basketball, and you do it until dinner. If you did that 5-6 days a week, how in the world could you not be amazing? You know what I mean? Of course you would. Jim Lee himself said it about drawing comics, that he graduated from Princeton and then he was supposed to go to medical school. And I could be getting some of this wrong, but he said his dad was like, no, you're going to medical school. And he's like, give me 1 year to get into comics. And what he did for that year was sit at a desk, like at a minimum 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and just draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. And by I don't know if it was like a half year or 9 months, but after not even a year, he went to New York Comic Con, I believe a New York Comic Con, I don't know what it's called, and he got hired because he just he had been drawing his whole life and he was already pretty good, but he sat down and made it his full-time thing, like I'm talking to you about the basketball. So let's see. How dare you, Alex Schirkenbach, San Diego Superchargers? Well, first of all, they're the Los Angeles Chargers. Life is worth losing if you don't live I get what you're saying there. If you don't live your life and try and reach, then what are you? You're already dead. You know what I mean? In a way, like what is your life if you're just afraid to try? Do it now. Absolutely. I want my dad to get a big NBA contract so we can be rich. That would be fantastic. Julie Pascal, yes, it does take the dedication and follow through. I keep on changing what I want to do so that doesn't work. Yeah, Julie, if you change your job and every year, 20 years are going to go by and you're going to be okay at 20 things. So pick a path and I don't even have to tell you, Julie, right now, if I said, Julie Pascal, what do you want to be? And you have to answer me. You already know it. You can hear it in your head and you're afraid to accept it if what you're telling me here is true, and you're afraid because Julie doesn't deserve it and Julie's not good enough and they didn't like her in school or whatever bullshit mean people told you. Nah, it ain't true. It ain't true. The fact that you're bold enough here to reveal a little bit of yourself right now to me and strangers, you're tough lady. So whatever that is that Julie says, what do you want to do, Julie? And you can hear it in your head and you're afraid to say it. I would say it out loud at your house. I would encourage you to say it right, to scream it like a crazy person. Say, I'm Julie Pascal, and I'm going to be the greatest pastry chef in the world. Just scream it. Write it into the chat. Do it. I dare you. Do it. Every day's going by. Time's getting short for everyone. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you live to be 100. You don't want to regret it. You can do it. American Way. Opportunity for those who seek it. Damn right. You know? Let's see. There's a variant cover, maybe in chromium. We don't have a variant for this edition. We have the 3 variants. So, yeah. Jim Lee's from Princeton. Yeah, Dean Cain was at Princeton the same time as Jim Lee. Jim Lee's 2 years old. We found that out last night at dinner. Dean told me that. So he didn't know Jim, though. So most of you are right, but training can result in physical. Of course. But here's the thing, Baron Von Taco Cat. It isn't about getting in the NBA. See, when I tell you I could get in there, or any of you could if you practice, it isn't about getting there. It's about trying. And look what it says on the screen. It's about never giving up. If some soldier goes off to war and he fights his heart out and he's, helping, and he gets shot and killed, we never call him a loser, right? We call them heroes because they gave everything they had. And that's the point. It's about, did you do what you could to get your goal, to fight for goodness and righteousness? Then you're a winner. And that's not Pollyanna. That's not, a bunch of hogwash. It is true. That's the whole thing. The triumph of the human spirit is never giving up to despair. Despair is evil. Despair is wicked. It's trying to destroy everyone. So let's see. Always will be the San Diego Chargers. I agree with you. I agree. I hate that they're in LA. Listen, no one's a bigger Bronco fan than me on earth, but I live in San Diego and I resent that my city does not have an NFL team. The cover of Justice Fitzroy graphic novel. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece. And it was deserving of the win. Julie, I went back to college at 50 and now I'm a petroleum geologist. If that's what you want to be, Julie, then be the best one. And I hope it works the way you want. You know what I mean? Oh, here it is. A little bit coming out. But I'm also not working hard enough to follow through on writing science fiction. Well, you are now, Julie, because you know what you're going to do today? You're going to just write, even if it's one sentence, to prove to yourself that you could do it. You're going to write one sentence about Julie Pascal's science fiction book about a petroleum geologist on, say, Titan or one of those moons of Saturn that we think has hydrocarbons all over it. And you can infuse your knowledge of petroleum geology studies and then your love of sci-fi, marry them together. Write that. And, that's, you don't have to worry about me saying, I came up with that idea. What is my idea? Petroleum and Saturn. It's not a complex idea. Write that today. See if it tickles your fancy. Write a sentence about it today. And if you like it, write an outline tomorrow and make up a little story. But we suffer. What was it? Was it Seneca or Marcus Aurelius said that most of the suffering we have in life is in our minds? All that fear and trepidation, apprehension you have about writing and it not being good enough. I've gone through it with beef law. And David Williams just slapped the crap out of me like 2 weeks ago and said, that is enough. You keep talking about your Jean-Claude Van Damme action manga comic book, and you keep starting it. You keep rewriting it. I've drawn 20-something pages, and I'm throwing them all away. And Dave's like, it's never going to be perfect. No one's work is. So get over it. So, Julie, I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to me. And now I'm just doing it, and it's so much fun to just do it. And it's coming out beautifully. So, Julie, do it. If you want to write, then do it. Here's Gary Martin. Gabe, you convinced me I've decided to become a Triple Crown racehorse jockey. Well, I'll tell you this, Gary Martin, fantastic inker of Truth, Justice, American Way. Could you not try? I don't know if you would succeed, but man, you sure as hell succeeded in this. I'll tell you what. Gary Martin is the amazing inker of our book, and he sent me, be jealous, he sent me comic book inking by Gary Martin. So there you go. Thank you for that, Gary. It was invaluable. Let's see. For your information, Gabe is right. I did 20 years in the Army, and now I'm a writer, letterer, and comics, but it took years to hone my craft. Yeah, I know, Alex. I went over to the art school he was at to talk to him about making comics. Like, I don't know, has it been 10 years, 5, 7 years? I don't know. And he's serious about what he's doing, Alex, because he came up to me after class and we spoke, and it was a good time getting to know you. And Broncos are better than Chargers, Alex, just so you know. We got Russell Wilson, baby. Can't be stopped. Let's see. Yeah, people who are from other countries where they have much more adversity, like from Africa, my dad, or Malaysia, and they come to the U.S. and through opportunity and hard work excel. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing about Americans. Every one of us that was born here, you already won the lottery being born here. I don't care what race, gay, woman, whatever. I don't care what you are, what they tell you in minority, like in identity politics, they tell you you can't win. BS. You're born an American, you won the lottery on Earth. Greatest civilization in the history of the world. I know there's inflation and some crappy stuff going on right now, but it's still the best place to be. You know what I mean? And the limits here, there are none. Let's see. CM Punk, who I think is a pro wrestler, I'm pretty sure, is the ultimate definition of keep trying. He got to the MMA just to be beaten twice, but at least he tried to test a real fight. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. People call him a loser because he went from fake, and it's not fake wrestling. I mean, it's fake scripted. But, dude, those dudes get jacked up and they get hurt, and they do have to be strong and athletic. So he went from fake wrestling to real fighting, got his ass kicked, and a lot of people say he's a loser. He's not a loser. How many of us have stepped in a ring to fight like that? And again, it's in the trying. It's in the good faith effort trying, not in the, oh, I tried, like in really trying. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Let's see. Claude Parrish. I wrote a children's book and couldn't find a single publisher. I was even told nobody does kids' books anymore, but I wanted people to read it. So I read it out loud on Facebook. That is what I'm talking about, Claude. That's how you do it. And Claude, I would encourage you, put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, put it everywhere you can. Read it out loud and record it and put it on YouTube. I don't care if 3 people watch it, because if you do it, then you did it. And most people in life, they never freaking do it. I congratulated my boy, Shanta and Jetty. We'll be back on Double Impact next Wednesday night. We skipped it last night because we were launching Billy Tucci's amazing She Sakura. And I congratulated Shanta and sent him a message that, got him a little misty-eyed. I said, hey, guess what, Shant? 12-year-old Shant that wanted to be a pro comic book artist, we are one now. Look at, you got Nosfero, the Crypt Walker and all that. You've got it halfway done or whatever, mostly done illustrated. You've raised 20, 30,000. He's raised himself a bunch of money. I'm so proud of him. And it's just the people that try. So Claude, yes, and more. Just this one, you might give it away for free, Claude, by posting it on Instagram and Twitter and all that, but just get it out there. And then you know what you do after that? Do it again and do it again and do it again. And eventually, like lottery tickets, I don't play the lottery because the odds are terrible, but you get my meaning. Would you rather have 1 lottery ticket or 1 million? Right? So just give yourself 1 million. All you have is time. So just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I know I'm going on and on, but I'm very inspired today. I'm so inspired by you guys, by doing all this work. He's a bit too tall for the that horse racing he was talking about. That is true. He's a tall guy like me. I'm 6'4". You are what, 6'3", Gary Martin? Somebody, he's a big, tall guy. Yeah, the horse does all the work. All right. Let's see. She's telling Claude Parrish you can publish on Amazon now without needing a publisher. If you've already written it, it's not going to cost you anything, Claude. Well, there's some good insight. I didn't know the details of Amazon. Thank you, Julie, for pointing that out. CM Punk is a wrestler. Let's see. The jockey for Seabiscuit was too tall. Gary Martin, we're going to get you on a horse. Gary Martin, he's going to have a second act in life. You thought he was one of the greatest inkers ever, but what you didn't know is he was a champion jockey. Let's see. Backer 902. Thanks for all you do. I'm back doing art. I'm going to start writing again. It takes courage to leave a paid job and bet on yourself. Damn it, bet on yourself, Max. Max, don't start writing like tomorrow or next week. Start tonight. Even if you write 1 sentence. You write, my story is about, Chuck E. Cheese becomes a bank robber. You can have that. Just write at least a sentence tonight. And then maybe tomorrow you write a paragraph and then you write a plot by the weekend or something. But just do it. It's all in the doing. I'm telling you. Going to make comics in space. Yeah, you are. I love that. Yeah. CG inspires. Dreams are goals for us to achieve in life. Absolutely. Look at this. Look at Claude. I'll look into it. Don't just look into it, Claude. Publish it. And if it fails, who cares? Then publish another one and another one. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it fails. Because here's the secret about that. There's no such thing as failure unless you choose to quit. If you choose to say no more Claude Parrish kids book, then that is failure and you're accepting it. But if you publish it and no one buys it and nobody likes it, you didn't fail. Because it's in the trying, dude. It's in the trying, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So Gabe needs to be a jockey. Anything as well. I wanted to go horse riding with my wife in Julian. We went up to the mountains like an hour from San Diego. And we stayed at an Airbnb, gorgeous place in the mountains. We go to Julian a lot. It's an old mining town from the 1800s. I love the Old West. And we called to go just horse riding. I'm too heavy. You have to be 250 or less. So I'm weighing in at a nice like 280 to 290. But come on, you saw me. I'm not a fat guy. I'm just muscular. So I'll be honest with you guys. I get a little self-conscious about it. But here's me last night at dinner. See, I'm not a fat guy. I'm just very, I'm very muscular. So I'm a tall guy though. So yeah. But I do get a little self-conscious about it. I don't want to be a big fat guy. And nothing against fat guys. I just don't want to. Let's see. I'm going to make comics about space on Earth. I love that. Colonel Sanders didn't become something successful until he was 60 something. Yeah, I've heard that. Let's see. Okay, guys. So we've gone late. We have to be very thankful to Minnie. We made her a little bit late to her appointment. And I love you guys all. I'm so inspired by all of you. I want to do everything I can for you to make the greatest books in the world with David Williams and Gary Martin. If you are the praying type and feel no pressure to follow my religion and all that, but if you are, pray for Dave Williams and his family. Going through some stuff that's very tough right now, but they have amazing attitudes. God is amazing that he can do anything for us, including touching our hearts and encouraging us and all that. So I'll check this last contest or comment here, and then I'll get out of here. Okay. Let's see. Chasing the dragon for about 10 years. While rejections are kind of hurtful, they also put a turbo boost in my engine. I'll leave you with this, Claude. Rejections are rungs on a ladder. That's all they are. You can't get to the top of the ladder by jumping, right? Let's say it's a 12-foot ladder. I mean, if you can jump that high, then join the Olympic team. But you get my meaning. You have to step on the lower steps to get to the higher step of the ladder. So look at rejection letters as that way. And you don't know in your head, because it's like a Schrodinger's cat, like a physics problem. You don't know how many rejection letters are between Claude Parrish and this book doing what you want it to do. But it's a limited number. It's not an unlimited number. You're not going to be rejected forever. So as long as you keep trying, eventually, if I can mix all kinds of metaphors, eventually the dam will break and you'll be an overnight success, as they like to say. Okay, fantastic art contest. We'll definitely do one in the future on more books. I don't think I'll do a third one for this book, although this campaign is going to go long. You know what I mean? We're going to, this book doesn't come out till October. Maybe we'll do another one. I don't know. Son of art contest. I don't know about that. Have a great day. I will tweet out and all that, the winners of this. Love you guys. All right. Talk to you later.